Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis and Arundel County and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Well, good morning. It's Friday, February 10th, 2023. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. This is a bummer of a day. WR&R will stop broadcasting at midnight tonight, and, well, we have no idea what it will sound like tomorrow. Truly the end of an era. But please tune in sometime today for one last time, 1031 on the dial. Well, there is some news, and we have Canines and Crosstreks to get to, so sit back, relax, and let's get into it, shall we? Some news about the Annapolis Police Department. They've hired a new public information officer. Bernie Bennett, a former WNAV staffer, is now on the job, and I do hope that he is able to improve on the dismal and combative communications that has come from that department over the past 3 years. He should get his first test today because last night in the Watergate Apartments, or Nautilus Point as it's now called, there was a huge police presence with canine dogs, helicopters, and officers searching with flashlights, telling people on boats to be safe and people in their residence to go back inside. No word on what they were looking at, other than they were looking for a man with a black mask and a gray hoodie. Apparently, there was an earthquake off the coast of Maryland and Virginia. Who knew? Scientists do say that it was a 2.6 magnitude quake and would typically not be felt. I know I didn't feel it. And they also said that there was a 2.0 quake in October of last year that shook Anne Arundel County. Never felt that one either. Go figure. This is kind of funny. I was reading the Baltimore Banner yesterday, and they had an article titled, "Baltimore, the Greatest Pizza City in America." I was intrigued, so I looked. First, the author is a pescatarian, so no meats. And then she opened up with the top one of pistachio and kale pizza. 3 words that should never, ever appear in the same sentence. And it did kind of go downhill from there, ending with a nod to the pizza at Whole Foods and Pizza Bowly. Of course, I went to the Baltimore subreddit on Reddit, and sure enough, they were lit up. Up next week, Maryland. Olympian's choice for alpine skiing. The Grammys just happened. The Oscars are still a bit away, so that means it is time for the Rammies. It's the annual awards from Ram's Head on stage to honor the best shows of the previous year in a variety of categories. I know we gave away, 52 weeks a year times 2 tickets a week. That's 104 tickets, less a couple weeks that we missed. Okay, so let's say 100 tickets to some amazing show at Ram's Head on stage. Head on over to eyeonannapolis.net and vote for your favorites. We have a vote button right there in the article, and you might win tickets to any show of your choice in 2023. And speaking of great shows and an artist that's actually up for several Rammies, tomorrow at Maryland Hall, WTMD is presenting a family-friendly concert at 10 a.m. Yes, a.m., featuring Jimmie's Chicken Shack. You want to bring the whole family and rock on out? You can pick up tickets at WTMD.org, and I'm pretty sure, but not 100% positive, that you'll be able to get them at the door. But do get them in advance to save the hassle. Again, WTMD.org. It's Friday, and we're back with our weekly Canines and Crosstreks. The SPCA has the Canines, and Subaru has the Crosstreks, and every Friday we get to play with an adoptable pup. At noon, you want to check out eyeonannapolis.net for the irresistible photos and the occasional video and the information on how you can give that pup their forever home. Do you have some room in your heart for a loyal companion? Be sure to hang out and check out our segment with Max, a very cool, high-energy Maltese mix who is a diehard Ravens fan. And as we wrap it up, do me a favor and sign up for our weekly events newsletter. It goes out on Fridays at 12:30 p.m., and you can sign up on the forum at eyeonannapolis.net, or I'm going to leave a link right here in the show notes. Many thanks, as always. Here's some podcast news for you. Tomorrow on the Local Business Spotlight, Peter Nesbitt from the rebranded Mitchell Art Museum at St. John's. And next week, we're going to hear from Patty at the Bernie House. All right, now it is time to say thank you for listening and putting up with us every day. I do hope that we add some value to your world, and if we do, please leave a review somewhere or tell a friend to give us a listen. We also want to thank our sponsors, Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, WTMD, and Alpha Engineering. It's Friday. The weekend is here, so now it's time to just say have a great weekend, be nice to others, do something fun, and keep shopping local. Other than that, we're going to see you on Monday. Now hang tight. George Young from DCMD VA Weather is here with the only locally forecast weather report you're going to find, and Billy, Kelly, Max, and I are coming up in Canines and Crosstreks. So do hang around. All that in just a bit.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMD VA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMD VA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMD VA weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, February 10th. Yesterday brought more warm weather to the Annapolis region despite plenty of clouds, and it will stay well above average temperature-wise today before a chilly weekend with some cold rain likely Super Bowl Sunday ahead of yet another warm-up next week. Look for plenty of sunshine today with highs in the upper 50s to lower 60s, though winds will be a bit breezy at times out of the west. Then it's more sunshine tomorrow with breezy winds out of the northwest, bringing in colder air with temperatures only in the 45 to 50 degree range ahead of low to mid-40s Sunday 4 p.m. highs with a likelihood of rain and a small chance that we see a few snowflakes or sleet pellets mixing in as well before skies clear with highs Monday and Tuesday in the mid to upper 50s ahead of low to mid-60s again both Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Okay, that's it for today and this week. This is George Young of DC MDVA Weather. Make it a great day and weekend out there. Stay healthy and be safe wherever you go and whatever you do. And don't forget, follow DC MDVA Weather on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info. And definitely be sure to download the DC MDVA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google App Stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Face it, your kids are young, you're older than ever, and musically, your life is a demographic nightmare until now. TMD's Saturday Morning Tunes live concert series is back, this time in Annapolis with Jimmie's Chicken Shack. For the whole gang in the minivan of destiny, and meet us at Maryland Hall for a family-friendly set by the righteously rockin' Jimmie's Chicken Shack, Saturday morning, February 11th. Tickets are cheap, parking is free, and music the whole fam can enjoy is priceless. So join us as Jimmie's Chicken Shack comes home to roost at Maryland Hall in Annapolis, Saturday, February 11th at 10 a.m. Made possible in part by the Peabody Institute of the Johns Hopkins University. Tickets online at WTMD.org.
That can only mean one thing. We're headed to the SPCA of Anne Arundel County with Annapolis Subaru to play with the pups for this week's Canines and Crosstreks. Sponsored by Annapolis Subaru. Higher standards.
Boy, I'll tell you, there are a lot of people in here today and one energetic dog named Max, man. How are you guys doing this week?
We're doing great.
Doing good. Another Maltese.
This one's a mix, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the last one we talked about, that was Molly?
That was Molly. Yeah, that was the Chihuahua. No, Cyrus.
Cyrus was right. Cyrus was
Cyrus.
the
Yeah.
Maltese.
Molly
with
was
the
the
good
Chihuahua
hair.
before that.
Cyrus with the good hair.
Beautiful,
He had
silky hair.
Luscious locks.
A couple weeks ago. But boy, Max has got a lot a lot of energy.
Oh my gosh, so much energy. And he, as you can see, he's just moving fast. He does slow down though. If you get on the floor, he's going to come and cuddle on your lap. And so he's 7 years old and he loves to take walks. And we go around the trail and we go around the trail and we go around the trail and he keeps saying, one more. Literally, I go around like 3 or 4 times and he's still like, one more time.
You would think those little legs would get tired.
I would think so too, but he doesn't. So I'm getting a lot of exercise, which is great.
Do you walk all of the dogs here?
No,
Kelly?
but you know what? Because the other building went down, the old kennel, you know, as we know, was demoed. Now there's some that stay over here in admins. So now I'm able to walk the dogs too. I take my breaks and I run the trail with them or something. But so he is friendly with everyone, as you can see. He's dog friendly, he's cat friendly, and his owner passed away, who was a man, I know, which is really sad. And he was actually like a big lap dog with him. So you can see, John, he was trying to get up on your lap before. Yep. Yeah. And he does know some commands, because he does like to go to the right in a circle. So when you do right. So he does do that. But otherwise, and he's a Ravens fan, which I think is most important.
That's huge.
It's huge.
I mean, you have to have team loyalty with your forever companion.
So I wanted to make sure I shared that with everyone. So for those Ravens fans out there, he will sit there with you because he showed up with the Ravens collar. That's how I knew.
So don't put another team on him.
No,
right? Now that everyone knows that,
he's
like
loyal.
you put a Commanders or Cowboys collar on this dog.
Oh no Cowboys.
That'd be messed up. That'd be
Ravens
messed up
forever.
Yeah. Can you make that a condition of adoption?
I love all the conditions you give me for the SPCA.
Yeah.
I appreciate you writing all these new policies and procedures.
I know
great.
I know that you take them all to heart too.
We do.
What is he a mix with? I mean, he's a Maltese mix. I mean, he looks a little bit like Lhasa or Shih Tzu kind
or
of.
like a Westie or Westie, maybe. Yeah.
He's got a little bit of stock to him, more so than Cyrus did.
Yeah, maybe some cat.
Maybe a little cat dog.
Yeah, he's a cat dog. likes to purr, sit in your lap.
But aside from our dogs, our dog guest this week, who's absolutely wonderful, Kelly, you brought a guest too.
I sure did. I have Leslie Yambor here, who has been a volunteer with the SPCA for, almost 19 years. So you were here even before me, which is so fabulous. She's been so dedicated, committed forever, and now she has been helping to run our outreach and community program. So I wanted her to share all the wonderful things that we're doing in the community.
So we're going to listen to St. Leslie.
That's right, St. Leslie. Here we go.
Hello, Leslie.
Hi, everyone, and thank you very much, Kelly. It's an easy sell, SPCA, and our dogs and other animals. But the outreach and education really is a team effort, and we have some wonderful programs for the community. So I just want to touch on a few that you can visit our SPCA website and go to outreach, and you'll see all the links for these programs there.
Very cool.
In our outreach and education for the public, we have a positive pet care for ages 5 to 10, and you'll see that on our website. So you can find out ways to take care of your pets, not just dogs and cats, but rabbits, gerbils, guinea pigs, and all our other littles. And it's a wonderful way for young children to understand the needs of their animals and caring for them.
That's wonderful.
That's
Isn't that wonderful?
That's such a great resource that I'm sure a lot of people didn't know existed.
I didn't.
Yeah. So they have books for like raising kids and all that fun stuff, and same thing for animals. I love it.
Right. They might be interchangeable. I don't know. So it is a wonderful program, and especially with the spring coming, we're hoping folks will come out for that. And that class is at Paws at the Mall, and it's a wonderful way for kids to take a look at animals that they don't usually meet. And it's just a very fun and magical place, Paws. So if you haven't been there, come on out. Another program we have, which has been really very successful, and our outreach team continues to do wonderful things, is the Bedtime Book Buddies, and it's in collaboration with the Anne Arundel County Library, and they come and do activities. This is the second Thursday of the month for ages 5 to 10, also at Paws, and you can sign up from our website. You'll see the link for Bedtime Book Buddies. So there's always some wonderful story for the season, an activity, and they also can explore Paws as well. So it's just a lot of fun. I think sometimes reading to animals is as relaxing for the reader as it is for the animal. But we had a reader in one of our groups last week, I think, reading to one of the fish. I have absolutely no idea how the fish was doing, but she was wonderful. She had a wonderful time.
That's awesome.
I mean, fish are typically pretty judgment-free, right? So, like, if you
think
stumble
so.
on a word, they're not going to...
I've only killed them. I haven't really kept them.
Oh, my gosh. You're a fish killer? I mean, I could read to a fish.
And we always capture
like
the pictures just so you have proof somebody's reading to a fish.
Yeah. So one of my nephews actually did that a couple weeks ago and loved it.
Reading to an animal is very, very, very relaxing. I read to my animals, and when they want me to read to them and I'm too tired, I put on audiobooks.
That's awesome. So you use the animals as an excuse to not read and listen to the audiobooks. I like that. That's a good...
Right.
That's nice.
Yep,
nice.
because at night I usually listen to books rather than read my books.
That makes sense.
And finally, one of the programs we're very proud of is Read to the Animals at the Shelter. And this is for readers 8 years old and older, and we really want to encourage adults to come out as well. It's the third Wednesday of every month. And it's just been really, really wonderful to see the kids as well as adults. We have a number of adults. We also have frequent flyers, people who come every month to read. And it's just wonderful to see them there with the dogs. And they also read to the cats as well. And sometimes they'll just go back and forth. So we're very proud of that program. So it's for 8 years old and over. And we really want to make this a reading program, frankly, not a babysitting service to bring your kids to read.
So you can't just drop your kid off?
No. In fact, frankly, we discourage straggler toddlers, babies.
Sure.
We really want it to be a community reading program. And hopefully we can expand it even more. But right now, it's just doing wonderfully. So,
I see where you were going with that, Billy. It says, here you go, sweetie. Here's War and Peace. I'll pick you up when you're done.
Yeah. Don't fall in love with one of the dogs.
Well, as a matter of fact, from some of our reading programs, we have had adoptions. So those are our three major programs. And then part of outreach and education are scout troops coming to visit us, organizations coming to tour, other groups wanting to do some of their events at their school or churches. And it's just a wonderful way to get the love of animals out there, but also the right way to do things.
I had no idea the SPCA did that much outreach.
I mean, now we do.
Yeah. We do, right? Absolutely.
We have pet quizzes on our website. We're building our more on our outreach links. And so when that all gets live, we have a pet quiz. We have some special interest slideshows on service animals, avoiding bites, things that are important and of interest to our community. So we'll be building even more in the time to come. So
yeah, avoiding bites.
Excited.
That's actually, I remember, I have a very vivid memory of getting bitten by a dog when I was a kid, and it was totally my fault, right? Because the dog was playing with a ball. It was a dog that I wasn't familiar with, and I bent down to pick the ball up, and I got bit. And had I known, right, not to do that, then that probably wouldn't have happened.
But it's all fun and exciting, and there's a lot of community. You don't have to sell the SPCA or anything to do with animals. So community organizations are very generous and very willing to help.
And I know you're talking about the different outreach and stuff. We've got one coming up the mall from Paws at the Mall, and that's the Hearts and Hounds Walk, right?
That's right. Yes, it's going to be on Sunday from 8 to 11, and Billy Subaru is going to be there.
We will be there.
And what are you going to be doing?
We're going to be hearting and hounding.
That's
Duh.
right.
And
That's what
are you
it's all
going to be
about.
collecting socks?
We will be collecting socks. We'll be collecting socks and handing out dog tags, personalized dog tags.
Personalized dog tags.
But
That's going to
only
be really fun. Only if you give them.
If you give us
donate some socks.
Donate some socks. Not used socks. We've gone over this before. New socks.
That's right.
New socks.
And how long are you guys collecting for? Not only at Hearts and Hounds will you be collecting, but
you
throughout
can
the
bring
whole
them.
month?
Bring them by the dealership. Bring them by Annapolis Subaru, and
you can have them shipped there, right?
You can have them shipped there. 149 Old Solomon's Island Road, Annapolis, Maryland 21401.
I love it.
And it's great. We're actually I just counted before we got here today, and we're right around, I think it was 642.
Wow,
I heard it was like 648, but okay.
That's okay. There's always those few stragglers.
This time I decided to count by twos, and Well, no, it's pairs of socks I'm counting, not individual socks.
Okay. Well,
that'd be over 1,200 individual socks. I can do that math.
That's
my
amazing.
Goodness, that is so great.
Yeah, we're giving them to the Lighthouse Shelter. Yep, at the end of the month.
Such a great cause.
Subaru loves to help.
And you don't realize at the shelters like that, and the human shelters, that the great need there is.
Yeah, no, it's a huge need, especially with socks in this time of year. And, it's a good pair of socks can really save you a lot of trouble, right?
Subaru supporting the community. We thank you.
Yeah,
Max
absolutely.
Popped up on my lap here.
How about that? I think Max has something to say.
Max lost his owner.
He did.
Which is sad. So
yes.
He seems to be adapting pretty well, except for this Ravens collar, says the Eagles fan. So
don't start taking that collar off, John. Okay.
Did you just become an Eagles fan this week? Or
No.
is that a long time
I'm sort
thing?
of from that area. And,
That's what
but I'll tell you, man, Max is got a bundle of energy, has no problem hopping up on your lap, seeing what's up, and he just wants to be all there, all about you.
So I think Max would do great in a home with kids, without kids, obviously with other animals. He's very adaptable, as you can see.
Plug and play too. He's housebroken.
He is.
Knows tricks, commands. Can be
ready to go.
Make an immediate impact on your family in a very positive way.
And we have lots of adoptable dogs here right now, so we want everyone to remember that the SPCA is here, and these dogs need to get some homes.
AACSPCA.org is where you want to go to check out all the outreach stuff there, but you want to look at all the adoptable pups and kittens. And
we'll see everybody at Hearts and Hounds.
Yeah,
it's going to be fun.
That will be fun. Now, if Max is still here, will he be there?
Max will be there if he's still here, so you can come out and meet him.
That's true. Between Max and Bella, who we talked to last week, you said they were all like these go.
Oh yeah, they'll walk though. They'll love walking the mall.
I have a prediction that they're not gonna be here.
That would be great.
That's just my prediction.
Maybe their new owners would bring them for their walk.
I think our closing ratio on this show is pretty high.
It is.
All right.
The alumni come back.
That's right.
Well, that's fantastic, and congratulations on the almost 700 socks.
Thank you.
That's
thank you.
You're gonna slay that work. That goal.
We may have to up the goal. I think we'll have to up it. Maybe we'll talk about that the following week. Maybe the last week we'll. Right, Max?
Wow, Max agrees.
Yes. Max is like, come on,
what
Subaru,
about
make more cars.
Subaru
Make more
loves
cars.
pets.
Send us more cars. Yeah, listen to Max. Buy a Subaru.
This has been great. I love Max.
Great
Max
dog.
is an awesome dog. He'll be a lot of fun for any family, and would fit perfectly in the back of a Crosstrek as opposed to who was it that we had? We had Oso, who was really big.
Mm-hmm.
Oso is more of an ascent dog.
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You need that third row.
For him to sit up straight too, and not have to duck.
Hey guys, thanks so much again. Adopting pets, AACSPCA.org. If you need a car, definitely check out the Subaru. My friend Donna just got one, and she's absolutely thrilled with it, loves it, and had she had a great experience buying it from you guys, and you love to hear that.
Always great customer service there.
We do the best that we can.
Absolutely.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye On Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.